I remember one of my teachers used to always tell me that when you get into sovereignty or sovereignty or however you want to pronounce that, it's just like martial arts. It's really sad because the whole sovereignty movement, unlike Kung Fu and other disciplines, is not really organized the way it should be. So there's a lot that people don't really realize. But being in the sovereignty movement is just like being in sports. You got Little League, you got softball, you got baseball, you got high school baseball, college baseball, you got professional baseball, MLB. So I'm saying that because people was kind of looking at some of the stuff that I was saying earlier, and I know I don't want you guys to overreact and to get scared as to think that something, could have possibly happened to me. So that's another reason why I'm dropping another episode so quick. Like, I'm fine, and I'm gonna be fine. And I want to let you guys know what happened, because I work pretty fast, and I solved all of those problems that we talked about earlier. I solved them. Took me about 18 hours, but I solved them. And it's sad because, people, they see me making this new channel and putting together this new channel, and they're comparing it to a lot of other YouTube channels out there, and they're like, man, you need to really step it up and get some better equipment and woo 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 and yada yada yada. So they think a lot of this shit is hype. And I'm letting you know, this shit is not hype. This shit is real. Like, you gotta realize, like, I've already made over $1 million probably off of 13 Sides Astrology. Like, as far as like in credit. Like, I've already done that. Like, I know what it's like to actually generate over $1 million on the internet. I've already done that. So, like, stuff like that doesn't really, like, hype me up. And it's even to the point where that's just in cash, but, like, I've actually refinanced my other channel. And just in the last few months, I was able to turn that channel, like, I've already cashed in the $1 million that we talking about. I've already kind of, like, cashed that in to pay for certain expenses and different things so that I can reinvest. And I'm not going to go into that here, but so I don't necessarily have $1 million, of course, in cash. But what I'm saying is that I made that, though. I've touched that and generated that over the course of these years of me owning that channel. So it doesn't really excite me, like, about having a lot of views and stuff like that. That's not what I'm in this for. And, like, actually, even over the past 3 months, I've recounted out and refinanced with that channel because there was so much debt on my last channel. Like I was telling you guys, 13 Signs Astrology went into debt. That's why I started this channel. But I was able to refinance that within 3 months, thanks to the new channel and some help. We made over $150,000 in credit that we were able to contribute back to several cities in the Midwest. So we have money. Don't let them fool you. So, and I'm gonna let you know what happened today. It took a little money. So what's going on is this. I told you guys about the little group that's claiming this and that, and it's kind of like beef, and it could get physical. So I went on ahead and just visa, not necessarily them, because you got to understand it's like levels to this. So, like, of course, they're not going to allow me to communicate with them at this point because of the beef that we have. However, I know how to go through different various means and different institutions and I know how to visa different states to pay people if I, essentially want to send you some money or whatever the case may be. I could just go ahead and send you the money or whatever. So what I went on ahead and did was that I went on ahead and visaed them out and made a deal, and I sent some finance to some enforcement people that are protecting these people out where they're at, where they're located out there in California. So I was able to send X amount of dollars. I'm not gonna say how much it was, but I cashed out about $3,000 to $4,000 today and basically bought them out. So, like, all the stuff that I was telling you about the debt that they trying to say that I owe them and this and that or whatever, they can't hold any of that against me because I went ahead and put up a bond, kind of like a bond, really. Just in case, they do try to come at me. It's like, I got insurance. So that's how you got to roll. Like, so you got to come up with a certain amount of money to even charge me at this point. I put up a gold bond, essentially, to protect me from them. And like I said, this cost me about $3,000 to $4,000, but we went on ahead and solved it. The problem or whatever, as far as, I'm not worried about it. So like, what I'm saying is this, like, they may still be worried about, you know, some of the stuff that I was saying, but I'm not worried about the charges that they essentially started and put against me. It was solved. I went to another state. I have partners in another state. See, these people, they're operating up under corporations, right? They're operating up under states that are corporate. So they're trying to say this and that about me, but they don't realize I'm a real live sovereign. I'm a secured party sovereign national, Moorish American. I have a nationality. And I'm not trying to say I'm better. It's not about that. But I'm just explaining, like, you can't hold me to your standard. That's what I mean. Like, in the sovereignty movement, it needs to be more like martial arts and have an understanding of different ranks, like belts. Like, a white belt can't come with a black belt with some of the shit that a white belt may be on. A black belt is on a different discipline, a different path. And that's kind of like what happens. So these women, really, I feel like they're jealous. Why? I don't know. Because, I mean, they got men. I'm not a player conscious type of dude, as most people know. So I'm not like that. So I don't really know why they're jealous. I don't know if it's because of the profits that I generated off of my older channels, but they're jealous, and they're the ones that want to go out and put this think tank against me and teach these young people against me, saying don't listen to Ramhotep, 13 Signs Astrology, drop it. And that's not fair. So that's why I started this video, to defend my name, to start this video feed, to defend my name. So I'm going to go ahead and end it now and just say it like this. I got a bond put up on anybody that's challenging me. You got to have a certain amount of money before I can even see you. See, a lot of these people, they talk all of this shit, but you ain't got no money to really make me even respond to what you're saying. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just dismiss everything these women were talking about and just say this: until you show me that number, because I put up 4 G's. And I know what I put up to the state of California today. So until you show me that number, I don't have nothing else to say about this subject. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next video clip and video series. So, as always, stay vigilant. Humble as a dove. But keep it moving. Namaste.